All right, guys, so getting straight into it, I'm going to be as honest and straightforward with you guys as I can be. Those who invested into crypto very, very early, right back in 2011, 12, 13, 14, 2017, right? They made a lot of money, right? A lot of millionaires were made. A lot of people made a lot of money. I was one of them, okay? Those who invested into certain NFTs, right, when NFTs were really taking off, they made a lot of money, right? They're looking at a really strong NFT portfolio, okay? Now here's the thing. The new world, the new era, the new thing that we're moving towards is the metaverse, okay? In the metaverse, the money that is used in the metaverse is cryptocurrencies, right? There's going to be plenty of different cryptos that are going to be used within the metaverse, but another huge aspect of the metaverse is NFTs, right? So if you guys want to become that next generation of millionaire, of billionaire, of just generational wealth to be created, right? You need to milk this NFT craze and this metaverse boom that we're seeing, right? These are the first couple years within this new metaverse world that we're moving towards, right? And those that really dive deep into this aspect of reality, I guess, or this new asset class, you can't really compare it to anything that we already know because it's completely new. It's just the metaverse, right? And everything that's on the metaverse is going to be based off of an NFT. You can buy things and own things that are going to, increase in value as long as you're buying the right things over time. Now, I'm an expert when it comes to investing in cryptocurrency because I've been in this space for quite some time. But when it comes to NFTs and the metaverse, I am new to this. I don't really know all the ins and outs. I do need to get my feet wet, get experience within this field, and actually let things, mature, right? See what kind of aspects and ecosystems within the metaverse are really going to be worth investing into. For those that don't know what the metaverse is, it's basically as complex and as deep and detailed as the entire world, really, the entire, whatever physical existence, but it's within a digital world, okay? So there's going to be collectible, cars and clothing and little avatars and worlds and real estate and et cetera, et cetera. It's extremely detailed, but all based off of the blockchain, all based off of NFTs, all within this digital metaverse world. Now, obviously, we are just starting to see things really roll out with this, but something that you don't want to do is, use a lot of your capital to invest in certain projects right in the beginning of this metaverse boom and then them not end up being good investments, right? So what is the power move here? It is just to sit back and study, really learn as much as you can about this space. Dive deep into it, not necessarily actually getting your feet wet yet, right? What I mean by that is actually getting getting what do they call it, a stick in the mud or whatever, like getting yourself into the actual space. But what I mean by that is like investing, like actually buying your digital real estate or certain NFTs, etc. Right? Those that bought the Bored Apes and the crypto punks early, yeah, it's a huge boom, right? There's a lot of people, a lot of hype. Remember, that's what drives a lot of money within this space is the amount of people and the amount of hype behind certain projects, certain NFTs, right? Those that invested into those coins, yeah, sure, they made a lot of money. Those NFTs, they made a lot of money. But here's the thing, you don't want to be showing up late to the party and thinking that you're going to be able to milk that as well, because it's not going to be something that is feasible with every single NFT that comes out. Right? I was looking at a project early, like a couple days ago, and it looked pretty cool, the art and the idea. But I looked at the team and I was like, man, these are just some kids that made, NFTs. It doesn't, and I've got nothing to, how do I put this? I looked into the team and I just didn't get the right vibe. I didn't get the feel. I felt like they were just trying to make something to make a lot of money, but they weren't actually like trying to set up a solid project, right? It looked like they were just trying to make money. So what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of money to be made, but there's a lot of money to be lost, okay? So I don't want you guys to be losing capital. I don't want you guys to be losing out on your investments and, by making mistakes, right? Just sit back on the sidelines, but learn as much as you can, right? Really research, really dive deep into this, okay? I'm telling you guys this now, all right? This is going to be what's really hot 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. This is going to be huge. If you guys think cryptocurrency is huge, cryptocurrency is like this little aspect of the actual whole big metaverse, right? NFTs, DeFi, everything, all that fits within the metaverse, okay? the money that we're going to be using in the metaverse is cryptocurrency, right? There's going to be, NFTs that are going to be traded for certain, probably Ethereum, XRP, etc., right? A lot of different cryptocurrencies. But the money is made buying the right things within the metaverse early and holding them for, a couple years plus, right? That's where you're going to, you bought something for 1 Ethereum and then it's worth 10 Ethereum in a couple years, you see? That's where you can, and don't always be comparing your money or your assets to the US dollar. Try and start thinking of your assets in comparison to Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever your favorite cryptocurrency is, right? Because that's where the real money is made. Okay, you don't want to be losing out on your actual crypto. Okay, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to make a lot of money with crypto and then go ahead and stick all their money back in the fiat, and then they got nowhere because they got this horrible valueless dollar, or they got all their wealth in something that is literally valueless. Okay, you want actual value, invest into the metaverse, invest into these new projects. There are cryptocurrencies that have to do with certain projects, right? So just investing into those cryptocurrencies, Axie Infinity, Engine, I believe, they have to do a lot with gaming, guys. Play to earn games, all of those aspects of the metaverse are going to be taking off. Okay, there's going to be a lot of money to be made, but like I said, there's a lot of money to be lost as well. So don't jump right in buying this and buying that. I've seen people that recommend that if you've got the extra money, a couple $100 here, a couple grand, okay, doesn't, obviously I don't need to tell you that, it's not going to hurt you. But if you've made 50 grand, 100 grand with all of your cryptocurrency investments, right? That's it. You capped out at 6 figures. And then you grab 20 grand and stick it into one NFT project and it ends up going to half value. Then you're at 10 grand. It's like you don't want to watch your capital wither away, okay? You want to make sure that you're not making those mistakes, okay? Because I made those mistakes with crypto back in the day. So obviously there's going to be a lot of mistakes to be made with this new space, right? Same thing with NFTs, same thing with the DeFi coins that were taken off. There were the right ones to invest into and the ones to not invest into, okay? So we're going to be seeing that same exact thing with this whole metaverse. I'm going to be trying to talk more and more about this specific industry, or, whatever you want to call it, aspect, asset class, whatever, more on my channel, because it is what's really going to be booming, right? There's just stupid money to be made, okay? I was talking to a patron of mine the other day. Shout out to my boy Juwan. And we were talking about how back in the day, back in 2007, 2008, right, a multi-millionaire would have, obviously a very diverse investment portfolio into real estate, stock market, gold, silver, ETFs, etc., index funds. Like, they would have very diverse portfolio, okay, very diverse and detailed stock market portfolio. But the new generation that we're moving towards is an average millionaire or a multi-millionaire is going to have a very diverse and complex cryptocurrency portfolio. And maybe instead of physical real estate, they have digital real estate. And instead of owning, for example, like there are certain watches that you can invest into, and after a couple months or a year or two, they're worth a lot more. So instead of having a physical Richard Mille or a certain Rolex or whatever, you're going to have a digital version of that. It is going to increase in value over the years, okay? That is the world that we're moving to. That's what I'm trying to open your guys' mind up to, okay? It's just crazy. There's so much to get into, but all I can recommend to you is, if you're really trying to make a lot of money with this, milk this, right? You're going to want to research, dive as deep as you can, get into the Discords, get into the Telegram groups, just talk with people, communicate with people, see what's really hype, okay? And you want my secret? Here it is. When you've got a bunch of people, right, reputable people, reputable sources, talking about the same thing, recommending the same thing, talking about the same project, the same NFT, that is golden right there, okay? Put the puzzle pieces together. When you see everybody's talking about one specific thing, that's the way to go. That's where you first want to dive your money into. Really, dive deep into that specifically. Get your feet wet with that. Buy whatever that is. Whether that's a certain, that's the thing, is it's so wide, I'm not sure what it's going to be quite yet. We're not at that point where I can say, hey, look, for example, with cryptocurrency, I can recommend Theta, T-Fuel, Zilliqa, etc., Cardano, Polkadot. But I can't do the same thing with the metaverse because we're not at that point yet. Okay, that point will come, and I'll be letting you guys know what I believe are going to be solid investments within the metaverse. But I'm just opening your guys' mind up to this new world that we're going to. Okay, you can really, really set yourself up financially for the rest of your life by making the right moves here, right? And making sure you're not losing capital. That is a huge, huge, huge component. So it's basically those two: not losing capital, and then investing that capital into the right projects. Okay. And really, the right project just comes with patience, okay? Don't be trying to make a lot of money right now. Take your time, okay? This is a 5 to 10 year play, okay? If you've got $1,000 right now, you could become a millionaire just by investing that grand the right way in 10 years, okay? Think long term. Don't think of, trying to make a 50 extra turn in the next week or whatever, okay? That's gambling. That's not investing, all right? If you guys want one-on-one mentorship with me, you can sign up through the Patreon link in the description below. Please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel with your post notifications turned on. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.